come alive. Come on in, let's thrive and jive. In this moment we find our groove. On the swivel at the sports bar, cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times, laughter, and every score. On the swivel, come back for more. Ooh, come back for more. Ooh, come back for more. Tasty treats and soulful sounds. Feel the rhythm, it's where joy's found. Ooh, with every cheer we come alive. Come on in, let's thrive and jive. In this moment we find our groove. Ooh, on the swivel at the sports bar, cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times, laughter, and every score. On the swivel, come back for more. Swing on by, don't miss the fun. At the sports bar, the best begun. Ooh, come back for more. 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 Come back for more.
Yeah. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening. On the swivel at the sports bar. Hey, listen, before we even get going, we got to say, prayers out to Charlie Kirk and his family for this unfortunate event that took place, this assassination. Hope they catch the criminal and punish him to the highest extent of the law they possibly can. So it's a tragic day for America. This is a young guy who's 31 years old. He had his conservative views and he made some great points that people should be listening to. I thought he was great for the young people, young men, young women. His message was, it was debatable, and that's what he liked to do, debate. And, when you lose a debate, you don't need to go into the cubby hole and become dangerous. That means you just need to educate yourself because facts are facts and truth is truth. And there's only facts that are only truisms are really facts, and it's a shame. Anyway, so we're gonna go through sports like we are, and then this is not gonna be a real long show. Anyway, we're gonna start with, of course, the NFL, and a lot of folks are still reeling over the great Buffalo Bill game with Baltimore, before we get into week two. So let's just talk about that game for a little while because that was a really great game, and one of the things that I found about that game, I got to keep saying that Lamar Jackson has to stamp some part of his career with being great in the great moments. And when, Derrick Henry gave up the ball and they gave up a quick touchdown, there was still a few. There was just all he had to do was get another first down, and then he would have been able to start to run out the clock on Buffalo. And the fact that they didn't get that first down, and it was like fourth and maybe 3, somewhere on the 40, 45-yard line. I said, I was screaming at the TV that they should go for it. Go for it and try to win the game because they were not stopping Allen. Josh Allen was moving in that second half, that second, fourth quarter and on. They could not stop him. So there was no way he was not going to get into field goal range to win the game. So they should have went for it on fourth down. I mean, these are the moments where Lamar has to stand up and be great. So Harbaugh didn't even have enough I guess, trust in Jackson. After the first three pays, they couldn't get 10 yards. All of a sudden, you got 40 points. And when the game counts, you can't get the one first down that you needed to ice the game. Right. So that's one of the problems I have with Lamar Jackson. When it's time for you to be great, when the other team is not under your thumb, you got a 25-point lead and all that. It's good. You could throw those touchdown passes. You can make the great play. It's the play when it matters in the big game that you're not making. Now, even in a playoff game, you can't catch the ball for your boy. Andrews let us down. But I don't think you should have been down. I don't think I don't think the game should have been as close as it was. I don't want to take it away from Buffalo, but still. Anyway, here's what you see up on the screen is this week's schedule coming up. Now, I was looking through these. I always try to pick out the top 5 games, and I guess depending on who your team is, you could find your top 10. So I looked at it, try to be agnostic with it. I have no team at all. So what's the best 5 games out of this dashboard that we're looking at? If you can figure it out, you let me know. So we're going to go ahead and explore that. Here's my picks. You can have your own picks for this week. Of course, the Eagles and the Chiefs at the top of the list, right? Because the Chiefs are coming off a loss. And this is a repeat of the championship game, right? And the chances are Eagles are going to be in Kansas City. And is it too early to say that this could be a must win? Is it? I don't know. You guys tell me. Is it too early to say? Yeah, it's too early. It's only 2 games, but the Chiefs lost their first game. The Commanders and the Packers, that's going to be a better game than people think. That should be a pretty good game. The Falcons with Pennick, who's playing well, and the Vikings, that should be a good game. And the Seahawks, who got rid of Geno, but they got their new guy coming in. And the new look Steelers with my man at the helm, the old man at the helm, Aaron Rodgers. And the 49ers and the Saints should be an interesting game. Now, there's some other games on the dashboard that you might want to watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's up to you if you're a regional sports team. I'm sure you could find another a team that you want to see. But those are my 5. You tell me who yours is, are, I should say. And then we'll go from there. So here's, of course, the early standings, here's the North, right? The Vikings and the Packs, here, the Panthers, the Bucks are the only one who won in that division. The Eagles and the Commodores, we're just getting started, right? The Bills and everybody else in that division has a loss. Here we go with the Ravens with a loss. Looking up at the Bengals and the Steelers again. They keep losing a lot of their first games, the Ravens, especially when they play a good team. It's here's my thing. Nobody really cares about the Ravens in the regular season. Not anymore, right? Because we figure Lamar Jackson is going to get numbers. He's going to have gaudy numbers. He's going to get to the playoffs. He's going to either meet Buffalo or Kansas City again. And in one of those games, he's going to have to come up big. And that's it. Or he's never going to get to the Super Bowl. He's got to get through those 2 teams. So that's enough of that. All right. So let's keep moving on. College football, I'm not a big college football fan, but these are the top, I said 3, but it's really 5 picks out for the week. I had 3, but it's really 5. Clemson and Georgia Tech. Georgia and Tennessee, South Florida and Miami, which sounds like a good game. Texas A&M and Notre Dame, and Florida and LSU. Now, if I was going to catch any of those games, it'll probably be the Notre Dame game, maybe. So, I just wanted to make sure that I know that college football is going on. All right, so let's turn our attention to basketball. Now, I don't know who came up with this obscure thing to look at 6 centers in the league. Hey man, how you doing? Man, you got echo. I don't know. Well, what do you do when you log on? What do you do? Or, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't. You got a big echo. There's something. There's something. I can't hear you. If you're hello, can you hear me? Hello? I don't know, man. Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, it's something wrong with your how you log on, man. Because it don't you have are you on your phone or on your computer? Are you on the phone or you gotta unmute? Are you on the phone or on the computer? No, I don't know, man. I can't fix it. I can't hear you right now. You're on mute. Hold on for. Hello? Nah, okay. Yeah, man, it's your phone, man. It's your phone. It's your phone, man. Yeah, that comes. Anyway, man, I can't hear you, man, because it's nothing I can do. You're on mute, and when you're off of mute, all I hear is an echo. I don't hear anything. You know, so anyway, so let me keep going. I got to keep going for the show. Time. All right, you're disrupting the show. Move. All right. Okay, so let me keep going. So these are the 6 sleeper picks that I could log out. I'm gonna have to fix all of that. I don't even know these guys. They all sound like foreign guys to me. These centers, you know. So did you log out? Can you hear me? You didn't log out. I don't know if he's out there. He's still not there. So all these guys sound like they're foreign. I didn't do it except Isaiah Jackson, of course. Donovan Klingon, Klingen, Niamis, Quata. I mean, these are going to be the centers of the future. Now, I don't know how they're going to snack up to Giannis Antetokounmpo, but that's funny that these guys are coming from a lot of different places to play center. You know, and so that's where that's at. It's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me, man? Charles,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, much better, man. Much better.
I was like,
I don't know what the hell you was doing, man, but it's better now.
yeah,
You might have had something open in the background.
I think so too.
All right. So anyway, listen, man. These are the centers coming up, man. I talked a little bit about the football game already, man. So I was when I talked about Lamar Jackson, and I blame the game on him. Anyway,
Well, how about defense though?
no, the point is that you know what? It's a small window. I think a lot of people missed it after Henry fumbled the ball and Buffalo scored. Lamar Jackson did a 3 and out. Didn't take no time off the clock. And then it was like fourth down and maybe 3 or 4 on their own 40, 45-yard line. And Harbaugh didn't have enough faith in them because I think they should have went for it.
Mm,
Yeah, I think they should have went for it. Listen, they weren't stopping Buffalo all second half, especially
mm,
all fourth quarter. So when they kicked the ball off with like 2 minutes left or whatever, I said that first of all, I knew the game was over because all Buffalo had to do was get into field goal range. And then
yeah.
one big play with all that time left, they got into field goal range. And I
Mm,
said, man, they weren't stopping Josh. Josh Allen scored like 16 points in 4 minutes.
yeah. Well, in that case, it was a coaching
No,
flop
it
there.
was yeah, but what I'm saying is the coach didn't have enough faith in a guy who was a Hall of Famer to get a first down.
Mm-hmm.
I would have went because if they would have got the first down, they would have won the game.
Mm,
They could have been able to run out the clock because they would have made Buffalo use all their timeout. And so, all I'm just trying to say is that those are the defining moments for Lamar Jackson. Those moments in the big game where he doesn't come up big, they should have got a first down. You scored 40 points, and on the most crucial 3 down plays in the game, you couldn't get a first down.
yeah.
I mean, come on, man. He can't beat Buffalo in the big games, can't beat Kansas City in the big games. How are you going to win a Super Bowl?
Mm,
And they might go 15-1 after this game.
yep. You're
You
right.
know, and still ain't going to matter if you can't beat these guys in the play or when it matters. Anyway,
Mm,
so that's just me ranting.
all
I
right.
can't. These are the goddamn on. They said just 6 sleeper picks in the NBA as centers. Any of these guys are Americans except number two? I don't even know who these guys are. Who are these guys? Yuka Okadoka? Whoa. I mean, who the hell is he? Isaiah Jackson. I don't know. Did he play in the playoffs last year?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But
Jonathan Klingon? Klingon. I can't Klingon.
they
Klingon.
must be good though.
Well, they're in the pros, but Nehemiah's Qualta, Adam Bona. Shit, he was got teased, man,
Yeah.
big time in school. Bona, and you know what, man? More power to him. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for some of these guys, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
WNBA, man, falling apart.
Yeah. I think so too.
WNBA. Let me play a little bit about this. Let me just kind of take a couple of minutes on
It
this.
looked like the WNBA saga, the little run that they had, is now over. As major networks could be pulling segments from the broadcast, and this current CBA agreement is heating up, this is all what the owners wanted.
The WNBA has just been hit with a bombshell that could shake the entire league to its core. ESPN and Fox Sports, two of the biggest networks in sports, are reportedly pulling back coverage, and the timing couldn't be worse.
Think about ESPN, Fox, other sports networks. Everybody has took away WNBA segments.
With Caitlin Clark, sidelined, the very player who brought the league its biggest ratings spike in decades. The spotlight has dimmed almost overnight. What was once billed as a rising era for women's basketball now looks like it's collapsing under its own weight. Fans who tuned in for Clark's electric play have tuned out, leaving networks questioning if the hype was ever.
You was gonna say something?
Nah, I'm surprised.
Well, okay. Listen. All right. So let's examine that. Right. They got all of these accolades because of Caitlin Clark, right? And people were saying, well, it's not just her, it's not just her, it's not just her, right? You got Angel Reese, you got this and that. But Angel Reese doesn't move the needle, not like this, right? So now that Caitlin got hurt, and she's been out, since July? All of the numbers everywhere, every number is way down. It's like that she was never in the league.
Wow.
Even for her own team. And so if I'm an owner and we're in the CBA, right? If I'm the networks, I want to spend more money to know that if Caitlin Clark either leaves or gets hurt, all my ratings go down. I can't sell commercials. I can't do any of that shit if she's not playing. So that's like you and I are engineers. We all know about the single point failure.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's you don't in software, you don't want a single point failure in your code.
Nope.
With no recovery. And it seems like if she ain't in the league, the league ain't worth shit. You know why? Nobody wants to see a bunch of lesbians run up and down.
For sustainable.
Oh, the ratings go down. What happened when the ratings go down? They're back in a sunken place, bro. Guess what happens when they go back in a sunken place? They're not getting no big time paydays.
For a league already struggling with pay disputes, falling ticket sales, and constant controversy, this latest move feels like a crushing blow. But the real question isn't just why ESPN and Fox walked away. It's what this means for the future of the WNBA itself.
Y'all ain't finna get no $1 million contracts. Guess what's gonna happen to that CBA agreement? It's gonna stay the same. You're not getting no extra money. The ratings has dropped 80%. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be looking through this. Hey, you know what? The ratings are just, I'm sorry. So all of that momentum that you guys had about a year and a half ago, it's over. It's over.
When ESPN and Fox Sports made the quiet but calculated decision to reduce coverage of the WNBA, it wasn't just a programming shuffle, it was a statement. These are networks built on ratings, on storylines that attract advertisers and keep viewers locked in. For the past year, Caitlin Clark was that storyline. Every highlight reel, every press conference, every record-breaking performance brought eyes to a league that had struggled for decades to capture mainstream attention.
That's not happening.
I'll say a little conspiracy with keeping Caitlin Clark out, with them playing a factor in her not being there to keep the CBA agreements and pull away the interest from the league. I believe this is a planned attack by the WNBA owners, commissioners, to pull the interest away from the league.
But the moment she went...
I agree with him.
Yeah, but what do they have to gain by that?
Well, what they have to gain is that they don't have to play. Okay, you and I agree. Okay, this year's a CBA, right? The collective bargaining agreement. The players are looking for. The players turned down 4 times their money because the owners were going to give them 4 times their money that they had last year. That's a percentage of the revenue, right? Okay. So their salary would have went from 20, the highest of 250,000 to $1 million at the highest. Everybody's going to get it, but that's what they were going to do. But a lot of that was predicated on the attendance, on the ratings on the TV, without any new money. And what they're finding out is the baseline is up when Caitlin Clark is playing, and when she's not playing, they're going to be losing 4 times as much money because the revenues ain't there. So anyway.
And I know she's good, but this got a lot of other good players, man.
No, the people the people are not coming to see those women.
Yeah.
Well, our pain, we talked about it earlier in the season. I was telling you, yes, her holding out. The NBA is in on her. They working together, right? But what I'm saying is those girls that had that summer league, they messed up the money going forward. They was making $1 million. They not gonna pay them that. Those women want $1 million.
Well, listen, but that's not the point we're making. The point is that the league, the WNBA, forget about the unrivaled. The WNBA itself is only 1 deep.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Through the NBA, like you say, they've been losing money since this damn near existence. So the league is doing them a favor. But they want to go from 100,000 or 75,000 to making $500,000 to over $1 million. That's what
Yeah,
they're looking to get.
what I'm
That ain't
saying
gonna happen.
is they can't do it. I know what they was looking for because they were basing that on the new numbers by the crowds that Caitlin Clark was bringing.
Yeah, but the NBA don't want to. They don't want the owners don't want that to really happen because they held her out intentionally.
No. Well, first of all, she did get hurt. They held her out not because they didn't want that to happen, it's because they didn't want a false equivalency to happen. Because they didn't want to be able to pay that extra money based on one single point failure.
Right. They didn't want to have to pay it to the other players. So the other players,
they didn't want to pay it based on the fact that those numbers are false because they're only based on one player.
Yeah, but the WNBA could be based on everybody, but like you say, they want to promote a lifestyle that really ain't feasible to the world, and that's the problem.
The point really is the numbers went up when Caitlin was playing. They didn't want the CBA to be based on Caitlin Clark's numbers because that's false compared to what they are. Because the rest of the WNBA can't draw a goddamn duck.
But they can though. But they just the problem. Yes, they can. I'm thinking. Listen. They show. Hold up. They show that they can. But however, they fighting against Caitlin Clark. It ain't gonna never change the game.
That means they can't show it. If they can't do it, they can't show it.
Yeah, but that's by default. Right now, it's like you said. I believe, like you mentioned earlier, that they in cahoots. Caitlin Clark, the doctors, the NBA, WNBA, because they trying to make a point to the players that we not gonna pay y'all that money.
Caitlin Clark's not a part of that.
Man, you crazy? I pay, man. That's why she's one of the considered gonna be the top.
Yeah, but
all that's behind the doors. Yeah, she a part of it. She's just sitting on the sideline. What's wrong with her?
She's not colluding against the rest of the players.
Man, they done already talked to her like you gonna be the face of the league. She gonna be the face of the league, and the other girls don't want that.
Well, I mean, we're mixing apples and oranges. We're talking about the CBA. The CBA has to be based on something real. It can't.
Some of the girls.
It can't be based on one person.
But listen, some of the girls that the owners of the other league, that's where they messed up. Yeah, they trying to compete with salaries. Yes, it does. They talked about it earlier. They said it's going to be a problem because Collier and them, they all the owners, and they vying for a player increased salary in the WNBA. Ain't going to pay no $1 million out.
But that's not a part of the collective bargaining agreement. They don't even play in the same year, right?
It doesn't matter. The collective bargaining is coming up, Arpain. That's the thing. The owners
it's here now.
That's right.
The collective
that's conflict of interest.
Are you guys saying that the owners want the WNBA to fail?
No, the owners don't want listen, I know Coach just wants to argue. The owners don't want the new CBA to be based on a single point failure. They don't want it to be based on the crowds that Caitlin Clark brings by herself. They want a real assessment of the league. They can't.
But they don't have But they done already had a real assessment of the league for the last 30 years, I think.
And what I'm saying, that number is different than when Caitlin Clark is not there.
Yeah. But they already know that. They've been knowing that since she was a rookie last year.
They don't want to negotiate the new CBA with her there.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not going to negotiate with the players talking about they want $1 million. No, it's not going to happen. So they can lock them out. Remember, the NBA can lock them out. And the women.
We're not arguing. You wanted to say it the way you want to say it. I'm saying the same thing. They're not going to re-sign a new CBA based on Caitlin Clark's numbers.
Well, they couldn't depend on her because let's say this 10 games in one night, she can't play in all 10 games in one night.
No, it's not 10 games in one night. It's the fact that everywhere she goes, she brings bigger crowds.
She's a white American basketball Larry Bird. That's what she is, the modern day.
So
and they like that.
No matter this year, they had they had all but one or two of their games. 42 of the 44 games were going to be on national TV with Caitlin Clark playing.
Yeah,
They
but
never did
that's
that
what I'm
before.
saying. So I think they working together, man. They know how to work that shit with the NBA and the star players. She ain't really hurt, man. She ain't really
Listen,
hurt. She ain't really hurt.
I
I
don't know why
think the
we're arguing.
NBA. I'm just saying though, it's all to show the players that they are not bigger than the league. That's how they do.
But yeah, no, I understand. I agree with you there, but they still got to sign a CBA.
They don't
That's
have
not
to. The owners don't have to. The players have to.
they
The
both have
owners
to
don't
agree
have
to
to
the same
sign
thing.
the.
No,
The
they
owners
both.
don't have to sign
If
it.
they want to
No, the
leave,
owners.
if they want to leave, they got to have an agreement.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. This is the point I'm making. The WNBA ain't making enough money for the league to really invest in that. They doing the ladies a favor, but the ladies' head is bigger than that. And if the WNBA stop right now, it would just be a whole bunch of people sad.
Well, yeah, but the point really is, in order to sign a CBA, both parties have to sign it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But the NBA owners can just lock them out and say we don't even want to deal with it.
You keep saying NBA owners, WNBA owners are doing this thing.
Okay, well the WNBA owners, they can do the same thing the NBA owners do, just lock them out.
Okay, so I think we're just arguing over just semantics. The fact is, they want a real assessment of what the CBA should be.
They already got a real assessment, I think. You can compare the numbers before Caitlin Clark and when Caitlin Clark came into the league, and then when she got hurt, you saw. Then when they was messing with her, they was trying to say they was picking on her.
Yeah, right. So you want to just say it the way you want to say it, because I'm saying the same thing. Caitlin Clark is still a part of the league. She's not gone yet. She's just hurt. So the ladies thinking, hey, since Caitlin Clark is still a part of the league, we should up, because we know when she comes back, the money will be different. And the owners are saying, hell no, I'm not. And the networks are saying, I'm not basing all this new money just on one person until she gets hurt again.
Yes.
Right. So,
but they already know that everybody knows this. I think the owners know it.
They know it.
The players know it.
They know it.
They want more money. The players want more money.
Yeah, I know the owners know it, but Caitlin's still in the league. That's why they're making sure they're not going to sign a CBA based on false pretenses.
Who's not going to sign it? The owners or the players?
The owners are not going to, and the networks. Nobody's going to put money into the CBA based on a false pretense of one player.
So what's the false pretense?
The false pretense is that you know what the false pretense is, that those crowds are based on Caitlin Clark, and if she's not there, those crowds are gone.
But that's not a false pretense. That's a reality.
But that's for one game a night.
That's not for the
entire. But just her presence playing in a night that creates other interest for other teams
everywhere. If she plays 44 games, they play other teams. The other teams were playing in high school arenas until she came. They had to go ahead and if she went to Podunk, Alabama, now they're playing in a big arena. Before they was like 10,000 people with max. All I'm just saying is her presence in the league and the delusional WNBA players think they should get paid based on the new numbers. And the owners say, no, I'm not doing that, because those numbers are false, because it's only one player that's generating them.
So the players are in delusion of the reality of what the owners see.
We beat this one to death, man, because we're in violent agreement. You just want to say it the way you want to say it.
Well, I think ain't you saying it the way you want to say it?
Yes, I am.
so how you gonna make reference to the way I say it? You basically are saying the same thing, going down two different roads. But you gonna say it the way you want to say it.
At the end of the day, she ain't the best player in the league anyway.
Yeah, she's one of the top 3 players in the league. Yes.
I don't know. I don't even know top 3. I wouldn't even put her that high.
Well, she's the top one generating. She's the one generating.
She averaged double figures and double assists as a point guard.
But she's the one generating the money. Who's the other top 2? Asia Wilson?
Asia Wilson and the other one's a toss up.
Paige Becker.
Yeah, you can put her close, but she on. I would put what's the the white chick from Breonna Stewart, but she done fell off this year. But
Well, the
it's a
point is,
few
the
of them.
only one bringing in the money is Caitlin.
Yeah, they know that. But see, here's our thing. This is what I'm saying earlier. The NBA done had the league. WNBA done been in the league since the 90s, right? Late 30s, you know what I'm saying? So they already seen what those numbers have been over the years. It ain't really grown. Then Caitlin come in, boom. Now she's a hot commodity. The little rival Angel Reese, her and Angel Reese had, that sparked even more interest, right? And then the players, they was jealous of Caitlin Clark because the WNBA was going to make her the face of the WNBA because she is a feminine woman. She's a girl. And
Yeah,
most of them other girls, they do too much. They do too much. And people got to think, the real America ain't going to let that be the face of its. No,
I agree with you.
they don't move like it.
We're in the same league. So you know what? The Fever is in 6th place. So they gained a little bit of ground. Since
Yeah, they playing good ball, though. They playing good ball. If they make the playoffs, she might play.
She's not playing. She's out for the year.
Well, it's all in cahoots then. That's why I say this the red flag at. That's where I throw the flag, right? Because no player, and she's not really hurt.
She's not really hurt. She's not hurt, man.
She's not because she was hurt, and then she came back, and then she did something. Well, she did something, and they was like, "Now we're gonna sit down," because they know they seen when she came back. Damn, people are coming back, so they showing the players. See, the owners are smart, man. That's why they announced the owners are smart.
Argument over just what I said. So, like you said, you want to say it your way, I want to say it my way. We're at the same level. You know, they don't want the numbers to be based on her, man. That's it. Anyhow, so she's sitting out, and yeah, I heard the confirmation. She's not coming back for the playoffs. You know, so here's the schedule. I mean, here's the standings, and I think they only have one game left. Right? Yeah. So the playoffs will start soon. Playoffs start soon. So we'll see that. Baseball.
So I'm playing real quick. What you think about your girl being sort of reprimanded by her team over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, but they needed to. And she got suspended for tax too, one game. But she's she should have been reprimanded, man. She's like, you know, she's a front runner. Her team sucks, and she talks too much.
Yeah. She said something about her teammates and things like, can't do that.
We need new players because all the rest of our players suck.
No, she won't be in the league long with that type of conversation. Not at all.
Hey, she was close to it, man. She was close to saying that.
Yeah, but they won't have that. They'll dismiss. They'll start dismissing her. They'll shut her down quick. Like
that's what I'm saying. She says, "Listen, we can't have this team. We gotta have better players next year." She said that.
Well, she gotta get better too. She ain't doing nothing spectacular.
That's what I'm saying. She be pointing those 3 fingers are pointing right back at her. She needs to strengthen her legs. She needs to strengthen her legs. Stop that little baby.
She can't, man. She's out here trying to be an old city girl on
man. But you know as well as I do, some city girls have some nice legs with some
oh my God. Nah, yeah, I see them, man.
They got some some of them ones got some nice definition in her legs. She don't got none.
That means she ain't working out consistently.
She ain't hit those weights on those legs because first of all, I think it would give a better balance on those rebounds in terms of putback. You know, instead of just throwing
get a go up. Yeah, get a bounce up. Yeah, she ain't got no. But you know, she wants to be. You know, she's gonna be a social media guru if she ain't in the league.
That's her thing, man. I want to be taught. I want to talk. Okay, so here's the home run derby, man. The home run, Cal, Riley is still in. He got 51. Schwarber didn't hit another one since his 4-run home run, and Ohtani is back. So unless he hits a spurt, you know, this is the order. So we'll see.
Some kind of judgment. He might come strong.
That's what I'm saying. We got baseball left. We got some baseball.
How many games they got left? About 12, 13, something like that?
He got about 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, so this is 144. They got plenty of games left. Damn, man, the season's endless, man. Shit, man, that's a lot of games.
I think the Yankees gonna get rid of everybody if they don't make the playoffs. They gonna get rid of Judge, everybody. Like all you niggas is
Yeah, man.
Judge's not going anywhere. Judge is
Yeah,
staying.
they'll get rid of him because he'll do the same thing. Like he'll fade like he always do. But
That's if they make the playoffs, man. They look
that's what I'm saying. If they don't make it, they gonna get rid of everybody.
Look at that. Well, you know what? They're still
New York.
they're in the running. Okay, so the big three. Okay, we know who won the championship. I had to say this. This is at first I said Miami 304s, the 305. I guess they added a 305. You know, they beat the Chicago Triplets. You know. Yeah, Mario Chalmers hit the winning game, winning shot for the 305.
That's cool, man. Mario Chalmers, man, he was one of them good 2 NBA champion journeymen.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was pretty good. Mario Chalmers. Okay. Tennis, U.S. Tennis Open. Anybody? Carlos
Alcaraz got beat, man. It was it be all the her and Osaka played, and Osaka she didn't give her a chance.
Well, you know what? Osaka is much better. You know what? We find out. You know, the truth of the matter is Osaka is much better than Coco Gauff. She don't have none. She was playing with her. She was playing with her out there. You know, so I think Coco needs to get. I think she's gonna play the way she played. I think she needs a little bit more power on the back, but Osaka handled her pretty easy. Easily. And then she lost to this chick. Arena is pretty good. You know, I mean, you got to give her a flower. She won this twice in a row. But Coco plays her pretty well. So it's all in the matchups.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Sometimes it's just in the matchups. I think when Coco plays Osaka, I think she still has the memory of that past U.S. Open when she lost to her badly in the finals.
Let's see what we're doing.
Anyway, so what's next? Oh, okay. My man, I have to give a little narrative, right? They talk about the black quarterbacks. The first week, there's 16 starting black quarterbacks, and they went 5 for 11.
Dang.
5 for 11. Okay, so we got to hear my man Jason Whitlock.
What everybody in the legacy media wants to talk about: black quarterbacks. There are 16 of them starting this year in the NFL. I say this without an ounce of sarcasm. I'm not trying to troll anybody. This isn't something that I want to talk about. It's this whole black quarterback discussion. When I was a little kid,
you know what? He looks much better with the beard and shit. He looks cooler with the beard, man. You know, that's why my wife won't let me shave mine off and shit.
It was a big deal that James Harris was the starting quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. This is in the early 1970s. James Harris being the Rams quarterback. Part of the reason I fell in love with the Rams, I loved their helmets. I loved Lawrence McCutcheon. I loved Jack Youngblood. I think I probably told the story on this show. That one summer out of school, I wore my number 85 Jack Youngblood jersey for 17 straight days. It was filthy. It was awful. It sort of a reflection. I was kind of poor, but I'm just telling you, I love the Rams and I love Jack Youngblood and I wanted to play like Jack Youngblood. And part of the big reason they had this black quarterback, James Harris, but it's not the 1970s anymore. It's 2025. Black quarterbacks are in high school, they're in college, they're in Pee-wee, they've been in the NFL forever. This whole black quarterback, the league is racist and no one wants a black quarterback. That thing ended 20 years ago.
Is anybody still talking about racism with black quarterbacks? You guys?
I mean, yes and no.
Tell me yes. Well, who's talking about?
Because when you listen to the conversations from the world-renowned sportscasters, the TV casters, right? They're more critical in the flaws or just the mistakes. But when it comes to the white quarterbacks, they don't necessarily speak it by race, but they always, his man missed the block and the defense was, had a better angle than making excuses. So I listened to the commentator and I listen, and I know the game, so I just compare the two. But I'm glad they got the black quarterbacks though. I mean, yeah, that's good.
So
They gonna win though. They gonna
so
win. It's gonna be a black quarterback win the Super Bowl again this year.
hold on. So you're essentially saying that Jason Whitlock is off point because black quarterbacks are still getting it more than anybody else?
I mean, we got a lot of young black quarterbacks. That's the first time.
I'm asking the question. I mean, are you saying that Jason Whitlock is who's tired of hearing this shit is wrong? You think he's wrong for saying it's time for us to put that shit to bed?
I mean, but that's what he's speaking to. He's speaking to the media like, listen, it ain't about black quarterback.
But you saying it is though.
No, but I'm saying I'm approaching it as if, okay, if we how we communicate, how we commentate about them, that's where I'm looking at. It ain't about
but Jason Whitlock is saying that they're getting treated as fairly as anybody else.
I mean, but Jason Whitlock, he's always been. That's why he shaved his mustache. Now he used to shave his mustache so he can fit in with that rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? But
he didn't shave. He shaved the mustache.
He ain't had no mustache or beard. You know what I'm saying? So he had that little.
Yo, what man? So listen, you disagree. I agree with Jason Whitlock.
Y'all both.
There's a stigma with black quarterbacks, they can
Yes,
run,
always been a
they're
stigma.
fast, they're athletic, but I don't think that they would consider as being smart.
It used to be that a black quarterback couldn't read the defense. It used to be a black quarterback couldn't stand in the pocket.
Yeah,
he couldn't make these stuff. Now black quarterbacks can do it all.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what Jason is saying. They can do it all, and they got to stop being coddled. Hey, listen, just like I said before, and you got here.
No, they don't be coddled. Our pain. Black quarterbacks don't get coddled. Black quarterbacks don't get coddled.
They shouldn't be coddled, though.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't. The white boys get coddled, man. Is what I'm saying.
No.
Yes, they do. They talking about man. You got two. Man, these quarterbacks. Come on, man. The dude down in Jaguars, he's a scrub. Who was a scrub?
Yeah, but they're saying he's a. Listen, I've heard plenty of white commentators say that the guy from the Jaguars is on his last chance to prove himself. I mean,
Sam Donald, scrub.
Yeah, and he got pushed around to 100 teams. I mean, listen, the real point is that it's time to take the diapers. Jason is saying they don't need the diapers anymore. How about the Buffalo Bills game? And just what just went off with Lamar Jackson. All Lamar Jackson scored 40 points, but with the 3 downs that he should have got a first down to ice the game, he couldn't fucking do it.
It wasn't his fault, man. Come on, man. You saw the game.
Wait a minute, man. He had the ball. He had the plays. Come on, man. Listen, man. He had the ball.
The offensive coordinator calls the plays. You got to hand the ball off. You got to fumble. Come on. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of conversation.
And this gives you have to blame the coach, man.
Hey, coach, we're not talking about the fumble.
We're
talking about he had the ball in his hands. And he had all he had to do was get one first down, and he didn't do it. And
then he doesn't call the plays.
Wait a minute, it was 4th down and 3 to go, and the coach wouldn't go for it because he didn't trust him to ice the game.
So if you don't trust your quarterback, then that's on you. Then
he doesn't have faith in him.
Doesn't matter. It's a coaching mistake.
Yeah, but it ain't even just a coaching mistake. The problem is they stop being aggressive. When you win in the game, man, you be aggressive. I would have got Derrick Henry run the ball 3 plays in a row. There's no way I would have came because they came out passing when they was late in the game. You never come out passing. We gonna run Derrick Henry 3 downs in a row. But
they had one. The game was on the line. They had 1 first down.
When Derrick Henry fumbled, that was the game right there.
We ain't talking about the fumble. We're talking about they still got the ball back to ice the game.
And the coaches called some dumb plays out, Payne. But see, that's what I'm saying. Even in the commentary, right? The way you viewing it, that's how them white boys view it. And they'll say it was Lamar's fault. Because you blaming it on Lamar Jackson. It wasn't his fault. It was the team.
And you trying to coddle the man. You're trying to coddle him. The point really is that those are the plays that make you great. Those are the plays that make the difference. Winning the game. Those are the games that make you great.
So you're saying he should have just ran the ball.
Listen,
that's why
all I'm just trying to say is
look at the last 5 minutes out Payne. When they was in their territory, they came out passing the ball. They still had to lead. You don't pass the ball in those situations. You run the ball with the best running back in the league. The man was supposed to have 200 yards rush.
No. The point really is they had one first down. I don't care how they got the first down.
But you pass on first and second down, that's not winning football. And you got the lead late in the game out Payne.
There's all kinds of ways to win football. How did Buffalo go from all the way on their own 20 down to the other 20 to score the field goal?
Time out, Payne. Was Lamar Jackson on the field?
The point is, they couldn't stop Allen, so they should have. They couldn't not stop it, and so why give them back the ball? They should have went for it on fourth down.
So that's on the coach.
The coach didn't have faith in Lamar Jackson.
Now he didn't have faith. Okay, that's crazy. That's wild.
He didn't have faith in him to get the first down.
Just say you hate Lamar Jackson.
I'm a Lamar fan, but these are the things that make you great. This is the difference that make you great.
Listen, they call some bad plays, and they expected people to make good plays out of bad plays. And late in the game like that, hold up, you playing in Buffalo, late in the game, Derrick Henry got 175 yards, first down inside our 30-yard line, I'm running Derrick Henry. Second down, I'm running to the other side. Third down, I'm looking at their ass like, hold up, y'all want this damn game or what? Third down, I'm going to do a play action fake with his ass, and I'm going to hit one of them little motherfuckers across the middle and hit my tight end, and we're going to get the first down, and we're going to walk it on down the field. But they call some dumb plays. It threw everything off. Now you got fumbles. You got sacks. It just looked like everybody just fumbled the ball. Buffalo did play a good game there. They did play a good game. I'm gone.
Yeah, I hear you got to cut out to the other thing, man. They on tonight?
Yeah, man. So salute, man. Appreciate y'all.
Enjoy. Have a good night.
All right, Charles, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll be back next week, man.
I'll see you later. I'll see you, man. So listen, man. Me and him go back and forth for this thing, man.
That's all good. Hey, you got you got different opinions, man. That's all good. Different opinions. As long as keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here too.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Anyway, man. So the point really is that that is funny. Where's my thing at? Shit.
While you guys were talking, I just placed an order in Octo.
And what's that? What's
Octo? OCTO.
Okay.
Yeah, some BS, man. Bitcoin, Bitmine, whatever, Bitmining.
Okay.
It went up to 87 the other day. It went up 3,000. I sent you, Miss Texan there. It went up 3,000 points in one day, from $1 to $87.
Okay.
And now it's back down to $22. So I just put an order at $22.15.
Oh man. So I mean, Octo. What the hell is? Yeah, I hear you. I hear that. What is it? You said it's Bitcoin?
And yeah, somebody's OCTO. It's a Bitcoin play.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know, like I said, I got now 22.15 just now. Hopefully tomorrow morning it'll give me a little pop. I'm not gonna hold it for too long.
So it's that kind of play, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
man, you can't blame Lamar Jackson, man.
No, listen. All I'm just trying to say is, what I'm trying to say really is that these are the like I said, you guys don't want to hear me. These are the plays that make you great.
No, I know, but you can't blame him for the loss. What I'm saying.
Well, I can't blame him for the loss, but again, these are the games that make you great.
Yes, yeah,
You know,
no,
so if you can, you got to be able to pull out some of these games. Anyway, so you know, Ryan Clark, you know, said to and I guess we don't have to get into this. Ryan Clark said to one of these other guys who never played the game, you can't play the game, right? So this is a real short one. Check it out. See if you think Ryan Clark was wrong on this one.
Morning. Are you feeling okay? You look at AJ Brown, which is this #1 wide receiver who got one target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the
when was the one target?
That's the target. But
though.
I'm saying
when was the one target?
I'm saying you could have it both ways.
54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the one target. He runs the out route.
You wake up this morning saying
got
AJ Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb.
But you know what you wake up saying though? AJ Brown's team is 1-0.
Of course,
right? Like that's what
I get it.
But the thing is this though, and we shouldn't do this on TV. And so I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player.
Oh, stop.
Let me tell you why. I'm not looking
at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3 ex-players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. And
Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish. It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Morning.
Okay,
are you feeling okay? You look at AJ.
What do you think about Ryan Clark saying
that? With the comment, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it was called for.
Exactly. And he knew it. That's why he tried to preface it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't never do that to a colleague on a TV like that.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah, it wasn't called for.
Yeah, that was low, bro. So my man Cam Newton, crazy ass Cam. So they got a response to this. It's pretty funny.
We high right.
Let me get it to the right spot. Is it on? Okay, let me get this.
I apologize if people think this is rude. That's the non-player.
Oh, stop. CeeDee Lamb is.
Let me tell you why.
I see where you at, Peg. I see where you at, Peg. I see where you at.
But it didn't stop there, though, boo.
Talk to me nice.
His boy Kyle Brandt popped in and had a little jab for RC on Sunday.
Another one of the AFC elite quarterbacks. Cam, it is great to see you, and it's great to see everybody around the country today working there, especially on set in Los Angeles. And a special shout out to the non-players today. We see you, we respect you on our set. In the meantime, league MVP, Josh Allen. I have been blessed.
RC,
my God.
Who's in wrong, who's right? What's your opinion?
The guy making it worse by even bringing it up.
First off, Kyle, I approved that message right there. I was a little petty, but I like that though. You know what I'm saying? We cannot take this too serious, and it holds for good content to be created and to be had. And the famous words of Joker. Why so serious?
He's such an asshole, man. You know, but Ryan Clark came on and profusely apologized because he was wrong. Ryan Clark is such a pompous ass. You know, so
he didn't have to say that.
Huh?
He didn't have to say that. Yeah, he got carried away, I think.
Yeah,
he was thinking it, but just because you're thinking it doesn't mean you should say it. No.
Yeah, so because there's no other way for this guy Peter to take it but to take it personally.
Of course.
You know, and a lot of guys who are analysts on TV, none of the women ever played football.
No.
Right? None of them. So, you know, I don't think that maybe some of them shouldn't be there either. But the point really is you never really do that. That was really a low blow.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so that was that point. And, you know, so we're
But they should make a big deal out of it, though. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but, you know, next thing you know, they're going to ask him to resign.
Well, actually, they think he's been under pressure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, he's not going to resign because of it. They're not going to kick him out.
Well, they could fire him. You know.
They're not going to fire him over that.
Hey, this is how much outcry they have in social media. You know,
they're not going to fire him over that. He's not going to get fired. I mean, the outcry. If it was a woman, though, it might have been a better story.
Oh yeah.
If he did that to one of those goddamn bimbos, I mean, women, yeah,
sexism.
Yeah, he might have got something, a suspension or something.
Yep.
But for a man, nobody gives a shit about a man.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. This guy anyway on the left. This is going to be a good fight this weekend, right?
Okay.
This is on Sunday. I don't know what it might be. I don't know if it's pay-per-view, I think it might be in Japan. I don't know where it's at. That's gonna be a good fight. This guy here, they call the Japanese guy. They call him the Monster. So that should be interesting. He's a really, really good fighter.
Is it on cable?
I don't know what it might be on a streaming service. It might not be. But this fight is on Saturday night. This fight, Canelo against Bud Crawford, is on Netflix.
This Saturday.
Saturday night.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a big one, man. I'm gonna get my get all cozied up, get whatever knickknacks I'm having, and this should be a good fight. There'll probably be a nice undercard too.
I'm always trying to watch it too.
Oh, I'm gonna watch. If you got Netflix,
I wonder if they're going to be watching the Sportsbar.
Why go out? I'm not going out to watch this shit. Of course, if the Netflix, if a sports bar has Netflix subscription, they're gonna show it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, so but they definitely charge for those subscriptions a whole lot more.
Oh yeah.
But I wouldn't be going out to a sports bar for this. I mean, if I had some friends, I asked them to come over or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just check it. But I know I'm not going out. I mean, it's late at night. It's gonna be this fight might come on around 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that's kind of late.
Right. And I'd rather just be home, man, chilling with my couple of brews or whatever the hell I'm gonna do. And that's it.
That sounds like a better plan.
Yeah, it's a better. So that's really it, man, for the night. Except I got the question: who you think? I don't know. I know you don't know nothing about boxing, but who you got, man? Canelo or Crawford?
I got Canelo, man.
Why?
Because I like his name.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
He just say I don't know anything about boxing, so I'm feeding it into your
Hey, I was trying to give you a benefit of the doubt, man. I was going to give you a way out to say, man. I don't know, man. So you've seen Canelo fight before, right? You seen?
I never seen Donald guys fight, man. I don't know why.
You never saw Bud Crawford's fight?
Nope.
Well, so I would go if I didn't know, if I never seen the guy fight. He's pretty good, but he's moving up from 147 to 168 to fight Canelo.
Those guys are small little guys. I weigh 190. I could beat them up.
You okay? All righty.
All I gotta do is fought on them.
Yeah, all right. Listen, man. You know what, man? You've been in the ring before, man. You know how exhausted you get after 3 throwing punches for 3 minutes.
I've been in the ring, man. Your hands feels like brick.
After 3 minutes, man. If you move around for 3 minutes, but these guys are crazy in shape, man.
It's not. Yeah, you gotta fight for your life. It's like.
Anyway, so actually, it should be a good fight because I thought Bud would look a lot smaller. He doesn't. He's probably going to come in probably around 162. Canelo will probably come in at 172, something like that. Because you could.
I think you just said 147. Maybe I misheard you.
No. He started. They both started at 147.
Oh, he started. I was on the same.
Canelo's been at 168 for the last maybe 7 to 8 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he's acclimated. Bud Crawford just went from 147 to 168 in the last year and a half.
Wow.
So he's just moved up to get this big mega fight.
Yeah.
You know, so
I know those Asian boxers, they're very light, you know, it's like Philippine and they forget
the Japanese guy is weighing in at 122, 120.
Yeah, see, I told you. Yeah. They're small.
That's why he's making a lot of money in Japan though, because they love him.
But they're probably very small too, right? 5'1", 5'2".
Yeah, he can't be more than 5'4".
At most, 5'1", 5'2", yeah.
These guys are small, you know. So, but they can fight because they throw a lot of punches. That what makes those low fights. Okay, so we talked about this already. I guess the bubble has burst on Clayton Clark. The whole era is over. I don't know,
man. I don't know. Maybe next season things will pick up again. Who knows?
No. When she comes back, things will pick up. But the collective bargaining agreement will be signed based on what's going on this year.
Okay.
So it's going to be gravy to the owners. So too bad my man Ferg is going, because we'll be arguing about the same. We'll be on the same side arguing like we're disagreeing.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing: those players they were expecting 4 times the salary. That ain't gonna happen.
They ain't going. Hell no. And see, and what's going to rub it in when Caitlin comes back next year, right? All of those crowds are coming back. They're coming
See,
back.
with her, she doesn't need the salary because she's making money,
Oh,
off
she's making,
commercials.
she's making
She's
a lot
making
of
money, off all kind of
But
advertisements.
you know what? Angel Reese is making a lot of money off court too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Most of her
So for
money.
them, for them, the salary is now, you know what I mean? It's a non-factor for them.
Yeah, it's secondary. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
Yeah. Now the other NBA players, they're the one that's struggling.
Yeah, and then of course we talked about Whitlock and the selective outrage. Really, this is pretty much it. And we talked about that. So here's the fight schedule. Oh, there's one fight we didn't talk about. Benavidez fight. There's 4 fights that I want to see this year, and they're up on here. Anybody, this is for the replay. Hit the like button when you see this. Share this, and subscribe to the channel, of course, and put some comments, not in the chat, but in the comment block. And so that's it, man.
All right.
So that's it for today, man. Thanks for stopping up, and we'll get back there. It's every Wednesday at 7. Like I said, this ain't live. I'm recording this, so I can, when I go back, it's a couple of hiccups in there. I'm gonna have to edit out. So.
Oh, you gonna edit?
Yeah, man. I gotta edit out some of that stuff. And it's no big deal. But that's why I stopped doing this live. Let me go ahead and edit. We can edit some stuff out. But we had the mic problems. I can edit that out.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to go to Bluetooth, but that's all right.
Well, no, it's not a big deal. But see, when that happens live, then you really can't edit it. But when you happen like this, we can edit it out. So other than that, brother, we good. So listen, tomorrow, I don't know what the market's going to be like. I don't know if the Fed said anything, but I think it's going to be a somber mood. I'm not so sure Charlie Kirk's passing away. It's going to move the market.
That's not going to have any impact on the market, man. Come on. Those people don't care about that guy, man.
I didn't want to say it. I'll let you say.
I'm saying they don't. I mean,
you're right.
You think the investors care?
No.
Oh, by the way, one major news history was made today.
What happened?
The guy, Allison, Larry Allison, Oracle.
Oh, what about him?
Overtook Elon Musk today. His net worth in one day, guess how much he went up? Because Oracle took off. His net worth in one day went up $101 billion.
What happened with Oracle that they took off?
They had some kind of AI deals or something, some few AI things going on with them. But the point is, imagine one person's net worth in one day goes up over 101 billion.
Well, because it depends on the stocks he owns. Okay, but I heard Oracle. I know what Oracle was involved in.
Yeah, software, man.
No, it's something specific that Oracle. Oh, I think it has to do with Oracle is going to be the principal owner of Twitter, not Twitter, of TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Oracle is going to be the principal owner of TikTok.
Okay. Well, anyway,
that's it. That's the reason I should have bought some more.
Yeah,
you know what? If we would listen, hell with buying a stock, just a few Oracle contracts on options would have been awesome.
Yep. But
my God.
But Rage, my point is, how the hell somebody net worth goes up 100?
Well, because it depends on how much stock he owns.
Come on, man. Not even 101 million. 101 billion?
Yeah, it depends on how much. He probably owns millions of shares of stock.
Man, he must be owning hundreds of millions of shares of stock. Yeah.
Well, you not the owner. I mean, just he might. I mean, if you look at Oracle, there's probably around 3 or 4 billion shares outstanding.
Wow.
There's, I didn't look at it, but I'm sure it's in the billions.
Anyway, man, his net worth now is like 300 something billion.
You know what, man? Some of these guys, I don't know. I mean, I know they have philanthropic things that they do, But you know what they could really? I mean, they could buy towns. They could change. They could change the lives of millions of people, not by giving their money away, but just like investing in certain infrastructure, making a deal, and say, you know what? I want to build a school in an area, and I'm gonna fund it. You know, and they could do it without
Yeah,
missing the beat. They could do that shit without
I
missing
know.
the beat, you know, and hire teachers and hire all kinds of stuff. But you know, I don't know what they do with their money, and then they're not supposed to give it away. But if I had that kind of money, my shit would be world changing.
Well, the thing is that, for example, if you were 400 billion, I mean, the thing that you said about building a school, that shit, it's not even half a million
That's what
dollars,
I'm
man.
saying. I mean, not just. I mean, whatever.
Not even half a million.
Even if it's not a school, even if it was just anything that you could think of that could actually maybe generate some revenue, but actually be a beneficial to a whole society. You could buy half a small town and just gut all the bad houses and start rebuilding it, and buy security to take care of it. Like, for example, if I was in like a place, I'd buy acreage and I would probably build maybe 500 or 1,000 units of small apartments and start funneling homeless people through there, so they can get right before they have to move out.
Okay.
And then I would have security that would run that place, a private security place, run that place so none of the riffraff gets in. And I'd be able, you could fund that shit for probably a couple of $1 billion, less than $1 billion a year. And then when you do something like that, you'll make deals with the state, and the state will probably be able to stipend you back some of the money that you put in there. And then, and so you give people like 2 years to get back on their feet, and then they have to move out. So you can keep cycling people through. And of course, they have to meet some criteria. If they're crazy, I'm not giving you an apartment. But if you're just a person getting ready on that little teeter-totter, and then whatever monies you get in, you make them pay commensurate with what they have. So they're not getting anything for free, but they have a place to stay. And, I mean, those are kind of
it's not
things.
taking it with that money, man. I mean, then $400 billion, man. You can't even spend that, even if you're up 24/7.
Remember, you saw the movie Brewster's Millions. He had to spend so much money, and he couldn't spend the money.
That's what I'm saying. You can't,
right? Because he was buying shit, but some of that stuff some of those assets had value. So he couldn't even give away the money without having value. He bought a stamp, right? And the stamp, it was worth like 5 times more than what he paid for it. So it didn't count as getting rid of it.
Exactly. I got you.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Yo, man, let me let you go, man. Let me get this.
All right, man. Keep an eye on things tomorrow morning, man. Anything happening, let me know. But I know you don't trade anymore like you used to. You pretty much out of the trading.
Well, I'm not in the trading game, but I mean, I buy stuff. I got some of that Bitmore or whatever, that BMNR, which did pretty good today. I think it's gonna pop.
I got rid of it at 48.
I think it's gonna pop back. I think it's gonna pop back into the 50s and 60s.
I think so too, but I got rid of it at 48, hoping to get back. And like I said, I just bought the OCT or Octo, and I'm hoping in pre-market.
You know what? The one we missed is Open. I tell you what, man. Open, man, was just in June. It was 50-something cents.
I told you about Open. Remember, I was telling you about it was $2.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You didn't jump in when I told you. If you had right now, you'd be doing nice.
Listen, how come you ain't in it?
I ain't got no money, man.
Yeah, but Open is one I would keep. If I was gonna get into, I probably would have kept it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to go down again. I don't know if it is.
It was way up in the power zone when I looked at it again.
Yeah, it was like over $6. So I'm not getting in now. But if it ever goes back down into the 4s or even the 3s,
yeah, I might bite. If it's I don't know if it's gonna hit the 3s, but if it hits the 4s, I gotta look at it again. I might bite.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let me run, man.
All right,
hey, listen,
man.
I sent you this guy you should follow. The guy's Sane, SAIN. I sent you that link.
You did?
Yeah, I sent you. I mean, you listen, man. This guy,
an email, right?
Yeah,
Or
I think
text?
it was. I think it was a. It might have been a text. It might have been a text, but I'll send it to you again.
Yeah, I
He's up
appreciate
your.
that.
This fucking guy's up your alley, okay?
Okay.
Because he has you might have to get into his Discord, which is something like. But he's a trader.
Okay.
But he's a trader for the little guy. But you ever heard of Moo?
No.
There's a trading platform called Moo, which he uses, and it's just like any other trading platform, but it's specific for the way he trades.
Oh wow.
Right. So you could, of course, you could buy and hold stocks, and
It's
when you
MOU?
MOOM, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on the email.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you could go look at, because I was thinking about opening up an account. You know, I think you got to put $1,000 in it, but they pay 8.1%.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's more than not bad, brother. I don't know. I think it's a temporary thing. I don't know how often they do it. Maybe for that first year.
So that means if you put $1,000 after the year, that'll give you
they'll give you
$80.
Yeah,
$80 for the 1,000.
Yeah,
That's not. Yeah, yeah.
Well, $80 for every $1,000 ain't bad.
That's not bad. Yeah.
So the point really of what I'm saying is, and I think they also, for signing up, gift you a few shares of a few stocks, I think.
Oh.
And then the way he does it is he invests long term in stocks, but he also teaches you how to use options on those stocks when they appreciate.
Okay.
So you buy a contract and you also have the underlying stock, which are separate. Even though you're buying the stock and you buy the options, because you're betting on it to go up. And so some of the options is just like buying a stock. He's not getting into the real nitty gritty of option trading. It's just calls and puts.
I got you.
You know, and so those are simple. It's like trading stocks, right? Calls when it's going up, puts when you think it's going to go down.
Okay.
And they could be controlled where it's not like shorting. Buying a put is not like buying a short. Okay. Even though you're betting it to go down, a put just says that today the stock is $10, but 2 months from now you think, or a year from now you think it's going to be $6. So you open a contract at 10, pay for it, and you say if it hits 6, your strike price. That's how you make money.
Yeah, I gotta learn more about this thing, maybe because I'm gonna diversify my investment strategy.
If you listen to, and so the reason why I was thinking about it, because I might open a Moo account. And this way I can, if I wanted to start playing, I could play in that account and not dirty my other E-Trade.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that sounds like a bad.
So I'll send you the stuff, man. I'll send you the guy's link. I would say
appreciate it, man.
Subscribe to his channel, man, and listen to on your leisure time. Listen to a few of his things. I think this brother's on point, man.
All right, I will.
I think he's on point. All right, man.
All right, man. Have a good night. Later,
yeah.
All right, bye.
And for all you out there, hey, listen, if you stuck around this long, which you're not going to have to, I'm going to cut this up. Here's the outro for you.
Grab your friends, it's time to play. Join the fun, we're here all day. Watch the game with drinks in hand. On the swivel, let's take a stand. On the edge of our seats, we live for the thrill. In this moment together, we're feeling the chill. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Tasty bites and big screen thrills. Every moment gives you chills. High fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making, oh, this night's just begun. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again in this world of the game, through thick and through thin.